Greetings and welcome. How are we all feeling today? We all know life can get difficult. We have problems, we have issues, and it just gets us down. It makes us feel overstimulated and very overwhelmed. And when one thing happens, another thing happens, and then another thing happens. As I say, bad things come in threes. And sometimes there's not much you can do when everything else around you is very stressful and very chaotic. But there is something you can do. Change your perspective and be more open to problem solving, because it doesn't help attracting more problems when you already have a problem. It doesn't help making the problem worse than it already is, because that's what we do. When we have a problem, we think about it and we think about every aspect, everything that has to do with it, the urgency of it, and it just puts us in a place where we're so overstressed that we actually cannot deal with the problem itself, because we are so emotionally distressed and worked up that we can't be solution focused. When you have a problem, understand that it's a barrier, it's a limitation, it's a struggle, but it's there, it's meant to be there so that you can grow from it and you can learn from it and you can level up in life. We all have to go through obstacles, but there are better things to come when you work hard and you stay consistent, because we can't run away from our problems. We can't run away from the things that trouble us in our minds, because we give definition to a problem, and it's very unlikely that you'll go through years and years and years of not having problems. We all have challenges. It's okay to see it as a problem, but it's better to see it as a challenge, as a way forward, as an opportunity. Problems can be turned into opportunities if you approach them correctly and you deal with them in the right way. Because you don't have to be overly stressed, you don't have to be anxious, you don't have to worry to the point where you feel physically sick. You don't have to do that, because it's all about how you approach it, how you view it, how you handle it, how you understand it, how you interpret it, and how you internalize these things have a huge impact on how they will affect you, how they will affect your life, and how they will affect your relationships also. Remember, we have different aspects of our lives, from work to family to me time to our responsibilities around the house and our responsibilities to our families. And we seem to find a problem in almost every aspect, because we're not managing our time properly, we're not managing our stress properly. A problem is something that you shouldn't internalize and make personal, because as soon as you do that, you identify yourself with the problem, and that's a really, really unhealthy and destructive thing to do. And that's why we must view problems in a different way. I'm not saying be happy about having problems, but view it in a more constructive way. Attract more problem solving, attract solutions, not more problems, because the more problems you attract, the more overwhelmed you will become, and you won't be able to deal with these challenges, and you're going to end up burnt out, overstimulated, and overwhelmed. And yes, life is chaotic. We struggle a lot with our problems, and everyone is going through something at the moment. And that's why it's so important to be kind to each other, to be compassionate, empathic, and understanding. Because your smile, your thank you very much, I appreciate it, could really turn someone's day around. And we don't realize the impact that we have on each other. We have a massive impact on each other. How we react, how we approach situations, how we handle conflict. And we tend to view problems a lot in a negative way. And we see it as this great, massive mountain, and we don't even know where to start. But it's all about how you frame it, because if you frame a problem in a negative and destructive way, it will make problem solving difficult. It creates sort of a barrier between problem solving and actually being stuck with the problem and not being able to deal with the problem. And as I said, we can't run away from these things. They follow us everywhere. And that's why it's important that you learn how to frame a problem correctly. Because the more you frame problems in a negative way, the more it's going to affect you negatively in your life. You will struggle finding value in things because all you see is problems left and right. Remember, a problem is not a setback, it's a challenge. It's a way for you to learn, to grow, to self-develop, to move forward, to learn about yourself and other people and life, for you to create value. A problem is only a problem once we make it a problem. Only once you have deemed something as a problem, it becomes an actual issue in your life. The more you identify something as being a problem, the more prevalent it will be in your life. It's a challenge, not a setback. It's not a reason for you to give up. It's a reason for you to keep pushing forward, especially when it's difficult, especially when you are faced with a lot of problems. And the thing is, with problem solving comes creativity. If you spark your creativity, you'll find it much easier to problem solve. And it's important that we do learn how to be more creative and express ourselves creatively, and that we are able to creatively think of solutions. Because to find solutions, you have to be creative. You have to be able to think outside the box and find different ways of doing things, and just stop seeing it as this horrible negative thing. Yes, problems are severe. Yes, they are difficult. And yes, we all struggle. But it's important that you understand that it's there for you to grow. It's there for you to learn. It's there for you to level up in life as well. And what you can start doing is practicing more positive outlooks, not just towards your problems, but to life in general. Because we are meaning-making machines. We make meaning out of the things we experience. And that's what gives us value. And that's how we are able to create value. And that helps us feel fulfilled, makes us feel good, makes us feel like life is worth something. So also practice more positive outlooks on solutions. Don't see the problem as, oh, there's no way out, I'm stuck, I'm lost, everything is a disaster, it's a nightmare. The more you look at it like that, the more difficult it is going to be for you to find solutions and to find a way forward. So practice problem solving in a healthy way and in a creative way, and also change how you internalize problems, because how we internalize problems has a massive effect on how they will affect us, how they will affect us in the future, how they will affect our mental health. So you need to change how you internalize a problem, what it means for you, and how you relate to it. Because if you keep internalizing things in a destructive way, you are going to lose yourself eventually. Remember, a problem is only a problem once we make it a problem. It is what you define as a problem. So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care person. Stay strong wherever you're from.